It's May 16th, 2023, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxell, and I will never be Bill O'Reilly. A federal judge sided with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis after he sued to substantially limit the recent wave of immigration. Which is gross. I mean, come on. Their living conditions are horrible. It is just inhumane to not let New Yorkers move to Florida. DeSantis on Monday signed a so-called higher education reform bill, which pulls state funding from any public college in Florida that teaches diversity, equity, and inclusion, ensuring Floridians remain as uneducated about the world as they are now for years to come. Hey, it's working. Look, no diversity, equity, or inclusion there. And DeSantis knows all about public Florida colleges because he went to Yale. Residents are protesting after finding out that a number of illegal immigrants will be placed in the south side of Chicago. The locals worry the immigrants won't fit in culturally. For example, can they even loot a Walmart? President Joe Biden plans to make more trips abroad to boost his relationships with foreign allies as part of his re-election campaign. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard tells us where the president plans to go.
Brian, I changed the topic of my NewsBrake report at the very last minute, and I did not tell you about it. Instead, I'm on location at Frat Pack Productions, where inside, Sketchworks Comedy is presenting its newest sketch comedy show, Oh, for the Love of Sketch. I realize I've said sketch many times so far in this report, but believe you me, it is worth it. Oh, for the Love of Sketch has everything that you would expect to find in a sketch comedy show, and then some. I'm talking about laughs. More laughs.
Look at me, you coward!
Even more laughs.
An intense love of Master Shakespeare.
What does that even mean?
Gratuitous amounts of laughter.
He did not mention that on his profile.
Audience applause. And all the jokes you've come to love and expect from Sketchworks Comedy. You can see this show by going to sketchworkscomedy.com to buy Oh. This is closing night. Awkward. Well, you can still go to sketchworkscomedy.com and learn about Sketchworks Comedy's next sketch comedy show, Sketchy Solstice. It's going to be great. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard. Boy, I pulled that one out of my ass. Why didn't anyone tell me this was closing night?
As Tim just rectally extracted, get your tickets now for Sketchworks Comedy's next live stage show, Sketchy Solstice, June 9th, 10th, 16th, and 17th at Frat Pack's The Warehouse, directed by Babs and me. Get your tickets at sketchworkscomedy.com and stalk us on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Twitter. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube and watch us on streaming service Mobfee TV. And now, the thing. John Travolta took to Instagram to post a loving tribute to his late wife, Kelly Preston, in honor of Mother's Day, while Donald Trump's Mother's Day post on Truth social media neglected to mention his wife at all, even though she's a mother. I guess he forgot that. He forgets a lot of things. Things like sexually harassing women is bad. And the fact that the U.S. Constitution is not going to be changed to suit his bloated and orange ego. Expected to make him millions of dollars, Tucker Carlson announced he will be streaming his new show on Twitter. And to make rent, Don Lemon will stream his show on OnlyFans. Hey, let's head back to Florida for a bit, shall we? A construction worker in Oviedo, Florida, discovered a 5-foot alligator in the sewer while inspecting a storm drain. A spokesperson for the Gators said he was escaping through the sewers to join his family in New York City. Another alligator in Florida was caught in a Publix parking lot in Pinellas Park. Sources say the alligator was fleeing Florida with his cousin, the sewer alligator, because they've had it with Florida man and the hashtag Sunshine State Shit Show. Hey friends, we are trying to get to 700 subscribers as quickly as possible, and we are tantalizingly close. It turns out people like shorts more than overlong videos like this one. And also, I'm wearing shorts right now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, please take a moment and do so now. And if you already have, thank you. A former aide to Rudy Giuliani accuses the former New York City mayor turned walking punchline of coercing her into having sex with him. Giuliani denies the accusations and has hired the finest lawyers from Four Seasons Total Landscaping. Staying in New York, last week, New York City lawmakers approved a bill to ban discrimination based on a person's height, which means that finally, Spike Lee can ride the teacups at Coney Island. A company called Space Perspective is offering their spacecraft Neptune as a wedding venue, with prices starting at $125,000 per seat. Sources question if the ridiculous price tag is worth the bride and groom proving their wedding was literally out of this world. A Utah woman who wrote a book about grieving her husband's death is now accused of killing said husband in a drug overdose. Most people wait until they're exonerated of murder to write a book about it. Just ask O.J. Simpson. Disney stock lost 10% of its share value last week after the company's filings showed that Disney Plus lost 4 million subscribers. So suck it, Disney. Disney minus 4 million subscribers. Sketchworks plus 47. Boom! A recent study finds that marijuana harms babies during the first trimester of pregnancy, which begs the questions, who taught the fetus to smoke and how did it get the pot? Just goes to show that it's never too early to avoid bad eggs. Two Tulane University scholars believe they have solved the mystery of the Mayans' 819-day calendar. The Mayans had 4 Thursdays. A Las Vegas fugitive with 7 DUIs was arrested after she commented on a local news Facebook post regarding her case. Sources say the fugitive blames ChatGPT for posting the comment. A new report shows more Americans are holding onto their vehicles for longer than ever before. It's obvious the report's authors never spoke to me about how most every vehicle I've purchased needed immediate repairs. After revealing that he wanted to kill The Weeknd announced yesterday he will be going by his birth name, Saturday McSunday. Kelly Clarkson responded to a Rolling Stone report that claims her daytime talk show is a toxic workplace because of the show's abusive producers. Clarkson says she's committed to a healthy and safe work environment, which will now include a 75-hour work week, extra rooms set aside for employees to cry, and Taco Tuesday. But you have to bring your own tacos. Speaking of tacos, hey, Taco Bell! Pete Davidson is not an appealing spokesperson. I don't think of getting food when I look at him. I think of getting checked for Hep C. At the age of 81, Martha Stewart will be posing on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, proving once again that I can climax to anything. Finally, this week, happy 62nd birthday to Kevin McDonald of The Kids in the Hall.
Congratulations, Sketchworks! Not for all your excellent work you've done for years. I just heard of you this morning when I got this request.
And that's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me.